Hello. Okay, so Escapist said you guys were missing somebody and you needed an extra cast.
Yes. Alright, what's up, Chalupa? And what's going on
Okay.
stream? We are live now. I'm T-Crank, and I'm here with Drop the Chalupa. I'm borrowing him from Stream 2. And we're here to cast the Baby Shark versus the Leftover Lads. And drop the Chalupa. Why don't you give us a little spiel on you in Prophecy Cup? Who are you? What do you do?
Okay, guys, so for those of you that don't know me, I'm Drop the Chalupa. I am Sentinel Super Sub. I play all 5 roles as a backup for them. So the idea being that if one of our starters isn't there, I fill in for them. So far this season, I have actually played top, jungle, mid, and support. Haven't had to do ADC yet so far. Thankfully, because Colin's been there, so that's good. Most of you probably saw me primarily in the play-ins, as Sid was not our top laner at the time was not able to play, so I played in all the play-ins. You have seen me in one match during the Prophecy Cup against Vortex when I was playing in the top lane. That's where you guys will see me from there. T-Crank, can I actually get an invite to the game, if
Oh yeah,
possible?
1 second. I need to add you. Are you just Drop the Chalupa on League 2?
Yep. Yep.
1 second. Oh, Chalupa, not Chapula. There you go. I added you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out to Halo Bro in the background. The use. I sent you a friend request. Did you get it?
Yep, I accepted.
Oh, 1 second. Alright, here we go.
Dude, I said back up at the L1 push, man. Come on. That was 2-on-1, obviously.
And yeah, this is a pretty exciting matchup.
How?
We've got 2 players from the Season 4 Championship squad, Orin Hope 2.0, opposing each other today with Overrate and Hamlet versus Astris in the 80 carry role. So these guys used to play together and they actually won a season. Now they're playing against each other. This is a pretty cool storyline here.
Yeah, and I think both these teams are, if the playoffs were today, I think both of them would be in the playoffs, correct?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're definitely up there. I know they've both lost a couple of matches. However, the past couple of weeks they've definitely shown some good stuff, especially Leftover Lads.
Yeah, 5. Okay, so they're currently seeds 5 and 6. So the winner today would set themselves up pretty well for the playoffs. Give themselves a little bit of breathing room. The leftover would be pushed right on that border there for the cutoff. So definitely an important match for both teams. I think neither side wants to give this up.
Yeah,
Definitely
absolutely.
both sides feel like they could probably win this. You don't go into this being like, oh man, this is an unbeatable team. I think both sides say, hey, we can beat these guys. Let's just play our game, and we've a very good shot of winning this.
Yeah, both teams, if the standings are correct, they're both 2-2 right now. So I think Leftover Lads actually they're 2-0 in the last couple of weeks, and Baby Shark, they're you know what I think they're also 2-2. Let me see the schedule. Baby Shark and Baby Shark. Yeah, so both teams. Okay, no, Leftover Lads are coming off a loss to Sentinels, but they beat Vortex and they beat Crusaders, so they're both on some highs right now, and they're looking to carry that.
I played against Leftover Lads in the play-ins. I was pretty impressed by them. Pretty solid. Seemed like a pretty solid team. So I'm kind of interested to see how they do today. But I think they've definitely, I didn't see them as a team. When we played against them, we lost in the play-ins, but definitely a pretty strong team. It was a pretty even game. So I think they've got. Pretty impressed. Haven't seen Baby Shark play myself personally. I haven't played against them, so I don't know too much about them. But definitely pretty good. Doing okay in the standings, so should be a good game.
Yeah, I think Baby Shark definitely are on the advantage in this match. I think Hamlet and Overrate are finding their stride. I think Rhino's doing an alright job of being that backline threat they need. And probably a newcomer to this league, he's actually pretty nuts on these tanks. And I want to see how Roxas can match up against him, because Roxas is like their highest elo player, but he hasn't like had any star performances yet. And I think we're just waiting for that moment to happen.
Watch this game, he like completely pops off. But
He's gonna go 20-0 on her Aatrox.
20-0, 1v4 quadra kill, and they'll have a pair of pentas this game.
Not one. 2 pennas.
2 pennas. You heard it here first, stream. I'm predicting it. Drop the Tulip is predicting it.
And Graves ban, not too surprising. But he lost 3 AD. I thought he was a dead champion, but I guess not. Kappa.
Yeah, the game one, he was pretty impressive. That I just casted on the other stream there.
Oh yeah, Taysac, he popped off.
Yeah, did a pretty good job. Same with the Annie, I was pretty impressed with. So both of them. If you guys didn't see that VOD, it's a pretty interesting. If you haven't seen Annie play in a while, it's a pretty interesting game to watch. In the mid lane, pretty good game on both sides. Both sides had a chance right at the start. So, you guys, at the end of this, after you watch these games, you want to check out a cool game, go watch that. It was definitely it was a better game than I was expecting. So I was kind of pretty impressed. I thought it was a pretty even game. So definitely a good one to watch.
Yeah, and actually there's 3 games going on at the same time, and we've got both Prophecy Cup streams on, and the third stream is I don't know if it's up. I don't know if there's a post about it. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so there Escapist did post it on DJ Hellbane's stream. So that's the third match. Vortex and Sad Boys is a pretty hype matchup too.
And I'm simulcasting all 3 matches at the same time.
Yeah, you got to go to that stream real fast. I'll meet you back here in 5 minutes.
Just jumping through all 3 back and forth.
Yeah, bans are set. Lots of jungle bans, and first pick Xayah. So people have been watching Worlds. People are keeping their eyes closely glued to the screens.
Yeah, Urgot and Aatrox still up. Akali still up.
I'm surprised they're not going for the Kai'Sa, but they have the Xayah already, so they don't have to pick it in the first phase. I would be surprised if Rakan slips through. That would be a really scary bottom lane to face.
But I mean, we did see Team Liquid, of course, against KT Rolster, trying to breaking it up, and then wasn't really effective. Well, they really wasn't that effective on the Rakan. So I feel like unless you're a really strong Rakan player, I don't feel like you just say, okay, we have to break this up, because Morgana is still up as well.
Yeah, and the Garen is going to be a placeholder pick. They'll have to let us know what that is soon. Hopefully they'll let us know. But yeah, I think this Xayah first pick just randomly came really clutch for a lot of teams in the first day of Worlds, and they're gonna Urgot and Galio still, so they're not even gonna pick the Rakan in the first phase. That Garen might be a Rakan, that might be why, but they're going for a lot of extra team fighting here.
Kai'Sa's up, and that was left completely untouched. Neither side wants to play Kai'Sa this game.
Yeah, that's surprising because Astralis has been spamming Kai'Sa since the beginning of the season, basically. Maybe he stopped playing it as of recently. Maybe he wants to go for a stronger laning champion, so he picks up the Varus instead.
And but you look and you just 2 of those picks. You're saying, okay, I've got a Xayah counters Varus, and you're saying, okay, I've got an Urgot and a Galio as well. Like Kai'Sa's pretty strong into those champions.
Yeah. But on the other side, the Urgot and the Galio are good into the Akali. So this is going to be interesting to see. Babs has played Akali before, and he's popped off, so.
Yeah, I think I was in a scrim against him, and he was we let it through. He was playing for another team, and I got destroyed on it pretty badly. It was pretty painful, so I can speak from experience. Akali is pretty painful.
We still don't know what the Garen pick is, but
I think it's a support. Yeah, I'm betting.
Aatrox, but I have no idea.
Yeah, it could be Aatrox. But remember now, the Urgot was picked after the Garen, so maybe not. I think it's support. I think they're holding their counter pick here because otherwise you were showing your top, your mid, and your ADC. So I think that's got to be the support.
Okay, good. I like the Thresh a lot better than I like the Brand. That would have probably just gotten one shot by those divers, and so Thresh is going to actually be able to peel. He's going to be able to get some initiation with his hook and set up his team pretty well.
And the great thing about this now, they're going to be able to decide where they want to send the Akali. So they they'll have counter picks basically for the either top or mid here. Very tanky line.
Going for the dunk combo with the Jarvan Galio. Varus with no flash, of course. So if they, or no dashes. So if Varus has no flash, they're just gonna jump on top of him and he's dead.
Yeah, remember this is a very tanky lineup. So if Forest is able to free hit with that Rage Blade, Teemo is
That's another
all right.
placeholder pick.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. Wait a minute.
So
All right,
eagerly
so it's
awaiting these two champions of Leftover Lads that we are unaware of just yet.
And then it turns out they're actually trolling us, and it is a Teemo and a
Ornn and
giveaway.
Morgana. So
Ornn
it's
and
going to be an
Morgana. Okay.
Ornn top for Roxas and then Morgana bot for Otunix. So pretty standard compositions for both teams, I would say. Surprised by the Jarvan.
Well, he did get buffed in 8.1.9, correct?
Yeah, he did. He got a small buff to help his clears a little better, and then his trading slightly better with the passive CD reduction.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I haven't been that impressed in the games I've seen, but I know it was played in group stages, the play-in stages, I believe, in Worlds. So I did not get to see all the Worlds games last night, so I'm not sure how what it saw. If saw any play in the group stages here.
End of the line.
I guess my only question is, if you were picking a Morgana that early, why did you ban a Rakan? You know what I mean? Because if you have a Morgana, Xayah Rakan's not that scary, especially with a Varus.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. And Morgana and Varus, you can both like stop Rakan's engage. You can like, if he tries to ult you, you can just stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and like you can literally blow between the Varus ult and the Morgana binding it. I mean and then the Morgana ult, like that's three. You can just literally pin someone in place, just blow them up. So I'm very surprised by that.
Yeah, and after the giant picking the Thresh into Morgana too, so he must like the
Yeah.
Thresh a lot.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
And lots of jungle bans in the first phase we didn't really talk about last time. And also the Orianna ban is basically a permanent ban against Hamlet. Another ban that's often used on Hamlet is Talia, but Talia mid is sort of out of the meta. It's still good, but it's not as good as some other champions. So I guess not going to pick that Talia this time.
So okay, so we got Urgot in the top lane against
The Ornn.
The Ornn, yeah. So there's so many counter picks. I was like, okay, who's going where now?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of engage on the on this side here with the Varus, the Nocturne, the Ornald. I mean, a lot of stuff being sent their way, with the Morgana.
Yeah.
Who do they have in the mid lane again?
You've got the Akali.
Kali, yeah. So definitely a lot of engage. If they can get that black shield on the Nocturne with the spell shield that he normally has, it's going to be a very quick dive on the back line. If they can pick off that Xayah pretty early on. My one concern is without a Akali. If you're Akali, one side is dead. Who do you really go on? You got pretty beefy boys across the lineup there. Once Nocturne and Akali go in and get the Xayah, you're kind of there. It's like, okay, well, who do we go after here? So it's just going to be a question of, can they kill the Varus first? You know what I mean? If the Varus can die, then the tank should be able to clean up the rest of the lineup, because Nocturne and Akali won't be able to do that much. However, if Varus can live, then, so like I said, very interesting lineup in that sense.
This might be a very unfun game to play League of Legends if you're a bot laner.
If you're an ADC, yeah. If you're ADC in this game, just I feel sorry for you.
I was playing a scrim last night. It was versus Akali, Fed Lee Sin, and Lissandra. Oh, they had a Yasuo Leona bot too. It was, I couldn't really play that game.
Yeah, that sounds pretty painful.
It was an experience, that's for sure. And part 2 of the draft finally over. We're gonna see the real champions and the picks here. And rounding out, the Akalis and Nocturne going to look hard for this Xayah. I consider Xayah a good pick into Nocturne just because like I think you just want to take Transcendence and then you can basically ulti his ult, so you can prevent a lot of that burst damage from coming your way if you can use the Featherstorm appropriately.
Yeah, if I'm looking at this, with the Galio in there, I try and 1-3-1. I say, because my Galio can arrive with the ult in, and Azaya Thresh Jarvan will have a decent amount of protection. And then it's like, okay, Orin goes away, and then, you send Akali away. If it's just Nocturne, Varus, Morgana, you can keep Azaya away a decent amount of health, you know what I mean? Because you've got the ult, and then you've got the J4 ult, and then you got the Thresh.
Yep.
So you should be able to CC long enough for your Galio to get there before anybody else, because Akali doesn't have TP. And, in a side lane, Akali versus Galio, that should be something that Galio can push that in. So definitely want to see a 1-3-1. Well, on the other side, you're definitely going to try and get some picks. Maybe get some stuff in the jungle with the Morgana, with the Varus, with the Akali. It's going to be very important to get some wards down here.
Yeah, on the opposite side of the Galio versus Akali split, you're going to see the Urgot and the Ornn, and the Urgot will eventually bully that Urgot out of lane for sure. But the Nocturne will be a key pick, because he'll be able to rotate on those side lanes a lot faster than Jarvan can. It's going to be up to Overrate to find those counter ganks. But we'll either see a lot of team fighting mid, or we're going to see a lot of chaotic side lane fights.
I honestly think this game will. It's not going to be so much about skill. It's going to be about vision. Like that's what it's going to come down to. Because if you can see, the Nocturne starting to head to a lane, you can prep for it and get there. On the other side, if you have the better vision, you can get a sense of the 1-3-1 and when you can go in and when you can't. So I think whoever wins the vision battle this game is definitely going to win the game. It's not going to be a question of skill, unless there's like somebody who just starts to imp like crazy. Which it's always possible at this elo.
It's always possible.
We've all had those games. You're just like, wow, I'm a really bad player. I shouldn't be playing this game.
Yep, and that scrim I was mentioning, I died 10 times. So that's fun. Whenever you die 10 times, it's not a good time.
Yeah, so we're just waiting to the delay in here. Pretty standard summoners across the board here. I'm a little bit surprised Morgana is going exhaust because I don't really see anybody jumping on the Varus. So I was thinking maybe an Ignite would be a little bit better, get a little bit more kill pressure in that lane, especially with a Morgana Varus.
Me too. That's what I was thinking. You don't really need that exhaust.
And as Thresh, I think I would be running exhaust to deal with the Nocturne and the Akali. So I'm kind of like, can we switch those summoner spells around, please, guys?
Yeah.
You trade the Ignite to Morgana, and you take the exhaust.
Thresh really going to rely on his hooks and flays to prevent that damage from coming through.
That's going to be really tough, though, with that spell shield and with that black shield on that Nocturne. It's going to be very, very hard to get him off. That Zaya is going to have a lot of mobility.
And a lot of long-range initiation on both teams, really, with the Jarvan Galio combo coming through, and then the Nocturne and Ornn. So lots of stuff.
I wonder if actually both ADCs might delay their build pass a little bit to get an early GA just to help stay alive a little bit long.
I wouldn't be surprised if we would see like a third item from the Zaya and maybe a fourth item from the Varus. Maybe a third item too, but I feel like on the Varus you will need that Runance. But on Zaya, like if you trust yourself, you just go Ninja Tabby and you take that extra CDR from Transcendence, and then you can dodge every Nocturne ultimate. So maybe she will go the Infinity Edge. I'm never really a huge fan of GA, but sometimes you desperately need it. And every other AD carry doesn't have the Kaisa luxury where you can buy Banshees or Zonias, which is the dream right there. And here we go in the game Uno. Is my boy Chalupa still here? I have not heard thine voice in a while.
A summoner has disconnected.
And up, here we go. Pauses every time. People lagging.
You hear? You hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay, I was wondering why you weren't responding because I was talking about the Dark Harvest on J4 and I was like, well, do you know if that's standard? And you didn't say a word, and I was like,
Oh,
okay. I was like, well then, that's kind of awkward. Let's have some awkward silence here.
well, Dark Harvest was just nerfed as of this patch, but it's still gonna be the go-to option for all that burst damage you want as Jarvan. And so yeah, I would say it's pretty standard. 1 second.
Yep.
And yep, there's a pause. Looks like Babs 24-24 is lagging just a bit.
Now, the thing I'm curious about, I wonder if we're going to see an early invade here by the Morgana team.
Certainly possible, but there's not a lot of other follow-up. You have level 1.
Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like with the Akali, with the
If you
with
hit
the
a
Varus,
if you hit a binding,
just
it's just enough.
yeah, I mean, because early damage from Galio J4 isn't really that much.
I think Zaya's level 1's pretty strong. She'll
Yeah, but I
probably
mean,
start to Q though.
Yeah, it's not like you're going against a Zaya Rakan or something like that, or Darius or something.
Or Braum.
Yeah,
Braum level 1's a nightmare.
especially when you face check it.
Spooky stuff.
Oh no.
Oh
That's right, Aftershock on the Thresh. Aftershock on the Galio.
Yeah, tanky boys.
Standard stuff. Yeah, standard stuff all about.
Aftershock, pretty good mastery. Anything that gives you free 70 armor and MR is pretty solid, apparently. As it turns out.
So we're just waiting here to see. He's gonna, is he just gonna try and reconnect, or?
I'm not sure. All I see is the chat in the game.
Well, at least you can see the chat. I can't for some reason. I've got a weird spectator bug where I can only see the scoreboard if I hold down tab. Even if I go into the visibility thing, it won't let me have the scoreboard up all the time.
Oh, really? You can't just press O?
Not permanently. It goes back down as soon as I let go of the bow.
Oh, wow. Mine just like, I can press O and it will toggle on and off.
Yeah, normally that's how you do it, but with mine, it's just... if I hold down O, it stays up. But if I just tap it once, it starts coming up and goes instantly back down.
Well, looks like Babs 2424 is back. Reminder that both teams get 15 minutes each of pause time. But after that, they gotta play the game, no matter what's happening.
Yep. But I'll give him a second to get situated here. Pretty standard stuff. Coin on Thresh. Cross-tying on Morgana.
Nothing too out of the ordinary.
No, yeah, like I said, just pretty standard. Just looking here.
A lot of tops going the minion dematerializer lately. It really helps to be able to push out that wave a lot faster before you can recall. Get the extra few seconds, and you'll miss extra minions when you come back. And just better wave clear in the future. Orin's Bellows Breath, really solid. Killing the wave, and then you materialize a bunch of minions, and then you just like kill the whole melee line with well, like one combo. It's pretty good.
Yep. I'm just looking forward to. I think this, like you look at this. My big concern is if they can get this Orin even slightly ahead, this Urgot is going to be in trouble because he just won't be able to really have that pushing and harass power that he needs.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah,
maybe an
go ahead.
early gank. I was gonna say if they can get an early gank on this Urgot, they might be able to get this Orin ahead in pretty safe spot.
Yeah, ganking top lane early is always a safe bet. Jarvan gonna have pretty strong burst with the Dark Harvest.
Yeah, I feel like J4 is probably going to focus on mid and try and shut down this Akali, and I think this Nocturne needs to try and work on top and bot where he's got that CC to help back him up. We're still waiting here, so I'm assuming he's probably still having some lag issues.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, we jinxed it. Here we go. Into the first game of our series. We're about halfway through the Prophecy Cup season. Time flies so fast.
And it looks like we are just going to have standard 5-point here.
Yeah, making sure all the entrances of the jungle are clear. Nobody can walk through and get vision down. Protecting your own jungler. Making sure that they don't know his pathing.
Yeah, don't pull a double lift and get caught out and blow your flash before the minions even spawn.
That was rough. I cried a little bit when that happened.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty disrespectful of double lift. If I'm going against Mata and I'm definitely being a little bit safe there. Not gonna act like that.
Yeah, there's just no reason to face check that bush anyways. It's just like, they're probably gonna have control. There's a Kindred versus a Gragas. Like, you don't have jungle pressure early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. But they didn't look terrible. They just looked pretty bad. Just one notch above terrible.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, the Korean teams didn't look that sharp in Worlds, but we're underway here. Blue buff start for the Nocturne and red buff for the J4.
Nothing too much to see. We'll have to see where Overate wants to gank super early. No, they swapped the lanes. They put Roxas in the mid lane and Babs in the top. This is actually not the first time they've done this. I believe they did this in their series against Vortex. But Akali's matchups, like in the Urgot, is still bad. So he's really just trying to flex on Provoli, in my opinion.
Here's your early gank mid here, and Orin may go down. Orin's gonna go down.
Nice play from Overate, and yeah, solid gank overall.
Remember what I said, that probably gonna be that early gank mid, and that's what happened.
Oh, but the bot lane, they're hitting level 2. He's gonna have the hook, but he misses that one. Followed up with the binding, so pretty nice trades overall. I think the trade was won by Leftover Lads though in the end. Overate getting his second red of the game. And they're looking for another play, and Overate gonna catch out Roxas, but who's really caught out? Hamlet is trying to escort his jungler out of the way, and I think he'll be alright. There's not any CC here to knock out Hamlet with. Oh, here comes the fear though, and he has to flash, but Honor Jungle tries to propel the Galio into his team with the fear, but not a good direction with the flash, and Hamlet uses his own flash and backs away.
And he's gonna have to back again now. I mean, he's he's gonna try and get this cup. I was gonna say, you don't really want to lose that. That would set you so far behind.
Yeah, I agree. No, top lane probably getting the best of Babs in this 2v or 1v1. Hitting level 3 first, pretty important for him. And remember, Afro gonna get the hook down, but there's the Feather Storm, whatever the E's called, I forget now. But nice second kill for the Baby Sharks as the Blade Caller comes through and hits Otinix. And Hamlet just getting out alive, barely.
But you know, all in all, Baby Shark's looking pretty good so far. I mean, they're definitely winning the top. They're winning the bot right now, and they're pretty much winning all 3 lanes. Already have a 1K gold lead at 4 minutes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 1,000, 4 minutes is crazy. They're already at, you know, 17% gold increase at 4 minutes. Not bad.
We do have an Infernal Dragon as the first dragon of the game. Will be interesting to see.
Yeah, both teams are going to fight for that 100%. Probably still getting the best of all these trades in the top side. Babs just trying to use that Shroud to avoid some extra trade damage.
Every single lane, including the jungler, has a CS lead for Baby Sharks right now. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and actually, bot lane just got evened up. But once that wave crashes, it should be in the Rhino's favor once again. And the Rhino's not a player to talk about too much, just because he's on a team with Hamlet and Overrate, 2 really solid players, 2 players that have already won a championship, and he's just a reliable AD carry most of the time. He does his job, but sometimes he'll miss position.
We have a Tiamat here for J4 right off the bat, so definitely going to be doing some good damage.
Yeah, going for that extra wave clear on that item, and I don't know why I'm on Bears for so long. There's the camera, okay. Overrate looking for Roxas once again. I think he's just going to walk away though.
Yeah, because Morgana is going to come up here and help escort him. And you will notice, you know, you look at the items down here on the bot side, you got a BF sword for Xayah versus a Vamp Scepter for Varus, so definitely a pretty big difference there.
Feels good to have a 5-minute BF sword on Xayah. Yeah. She already has that attack speed steroid, plus lethal tempo, so much extra damage, and hook coming out? Nope, misses.
Getting another scuttle for J4 here.
Big trades going down in the mid lane, Kappa, noodle fight happening. But Roxas and Babs looking like, oh, another gank though. Overrate really pressuring Roxas in this mid lane. He's gonna have the combo ready. After he gets knocked up though, misses the EQ combo. Roxas trying to walk away, and he's gonna slowly get taken down by the Winds of War and the slam to take him out.
This is the one downside with Nocturne, so it does take him a while to power up and hit that 6 so he can start.
Yeah, definitely. Nocturne's not an early game jungler, and once they hit 6, Nocturne will be online. But,
he missed a lot of CS there in the mid lane.
Looking at the top lane, probably he has level 6. I'm surprised he was backing away. He must have expected a jungler to be there, because otherwise Babs would have not taken that trade, in his opinion. That's what it seems like to me. But oh, here comes the nice try from after the giant. Still has the hook ready. I don't think he'll even need it. No, he just walks away. Oh man. Botched play there from Afro the Giant. But Overrate pinging for his teammates to go to invade that blue buff.
Orin's gonna try and collapse here on this.
One thing we have to consider. Yeah, one thing we have to consider with this lane swap that Leftover Lads have done now is that you're putting your mid laner without teleport into top lane, and that's going to allow a lot of extra pressure on the bottom side of the map because probably we'll be able to just teleport in at any moment, but the Babs and that Akali will have to really get a lot of roams off to be able to be an impactful champion in the early game.
Yeah, and they're just going to translate this gold lead into this Infernal Dragon.
Not surprising. Oh, Babs. He's very close to being able to get ultied by this Urgot. Just walks away, though.
That's it. One advantage of the T2 shoes versus no boots. You can get out pretty quickly.
Wow, tier 2 shoe rush. Don't see that every day. I'm surprised he didn't go for like a Vamp Scepter to build into your Gunblade. That'll give you a lot of extra sustain, but I guess your Q does enough. I don't know the numbers too well on Akali. But Nocturne going in for the Paranoia. It's gonna hit probably in the top lane. just gonna flash away, but he's pretty tanky. But the Ignite's coming out, and oh, the slash and dash from Akali takes him out.
I'll definitely had to do something to stop the bleeding. So
oh, but look here, here comes Overrate though. He's gonna have to flash ultimate, and Nocturne with no flash. The charge takes him out.
Good counter kill by them. Definitely maximizing that comp. And Akali's gonna have to back off here. Warren's gonna try and get up here, but he should be spotted by the ward when they come hit trot.
Bab's getting greedy, and there's a teleport coming down from probably just resurrected. They're gonna go for this tower right here and right now.
Yeah, and Akali is now way too low.
No more minions.
Especially with it.
So it'll take one extra wave. Babs and Roxas gonna try and defend this. There's no ultimates up from Baby Shark's side, but they're still gonna be able to brute force this tower down. Oh, probably gonna dash in there. He has the slow mark. Roxas in the front line, gonna soak up a lot of damage. No ultimates, but there's still a double kill. Oh, the Winds of War from Galio.
Oh,
so
jeez.
much damage. Here comes the Blade Caller with the Featherstorm with the Zaya. But Zaya's Featherstorm plays really badly. It's gonna get taken out by Astris. And the camera keeps changing everywhere. Akali goes down. Varus takes down the Zaya and the Thresh for a double kill. And that was just Rhino misplaying with the Featherstorm, because he didn't have to use that at all. He used it he used it at a bad moment and at the wrong angle, and didn't get any damage off with that, and so he put himself in a really bad position.
2 huge kills that Varus is definitely what you needed, because you need some way to counteract these tanky lineup. This Galio has 4 kills already. I mean, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, Varus gonna need to be that backline threat to kill these beefy champs. Absolutely.
I'm kind of surprised that it's just J4 starting out this dragon.
Oh, Afro, just short of that hook range. That would have for sure killed Astris, like 100 units short. Very close to stopping that recall and killing him. Rift Herald's gonna get taken out on the other side. This is still a very convincing lead for Baby Shark. 3,000 gold. Rift Herald. They have a dragon. Next dragon's gonna be up in about 2 minutes or so. So they're feeling pretty good.
Just watch out for a possible Nocturne ult bot here. It is up, and as soon as Varus and more get back in the lane, I wouldn't be surprised if you see it.
Yeah, no Featherstorm for Zaya, so she will get hit by that Nocturne ult every time.
That Varus ult should be up very shortly.
Yeah, they really have to abuse this Featherstorm being on cooldown if they want to get this kill.
I bet you as soon as the Varus ult comes off cooldown, they'll fight.
Galio's looking for something.
Yeah, they all know. Like, you can see them backing off. Galio roaming down towards the bot side.
Roxas is like, yo, Gargoyle Man missing.
Well played on both sides there. Good idea set up combo and good reaction to the set. Yeah, four pink wards out for blue side. I like that. You know, doing a good job keeping that bot side river pretty warded up. Would like to see a few more wards out from the red side here.
Yeah, both teams have 3. I don't see the 4th one from blue side. Oh, you know what? Top lane, there's the 4th one. So yeah, a lot of jungle vision. But here comes Overrate, another gank coming in. Otanek's way too low. He's gonna get hit by the hook. And,
I just don't know about wasting the ult there. You're dead anyway. You're not going to really have any.
Yeah.
Probably better just to hold on to it.
And the Rift Herald is going to be used to take that first turret down in the second turret down in the bottom lane. Babs is looking for blood, but he can't really get anything off that. Oh, but teleport from Roxas. Here he comes. The call of the Forge God. But Jarvan knocks him up and prevents the second hit from coming through. Here comes the Galio as well. Roxas is now all alone. And the Paranoia is going to try and save him, but nothing really happens. Roxas is going to get EQ'd by Jarvan. Oh, this is looking really bad for Leftover Lads.
Yeah. And Nocturne won't even get anything out of this. Ooh, that's rough.
That's 4 members down for Leftover Lads. And Dragon's up in a minute. They won't be able to grab it off this play alone, but they're going to look for that tier 2 tower. Potentially. Yeah, they're going to get some damage on it. Actually, during that fight, the Rift Herald hit it again.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Thresh! Hits the hook and immediately takes tower aggro as he gets binded. Unlucky play from Afro.
Got a Cloud Dragon coming up here next. This goalie just keeps slowly growing over time. Remember, it was 1,000 at 4 minutes. Now we're up to almost 6K gold.
Yeah, 6,000 gold. Almost insurmountable at this point in the game, but you do have some sort of scaling. I think you have the potential to outscale, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say. You do have the orange, is really tanky, but there is also the Urgot and the Galio.
And the issue is, you know, your win condition is through the Varus, and when your Varus is, you know, yeah, he's got 2 kills, but you have an 0-4 Ornn, you know, with Righteous Glory, and that's it. Versus a Galio that could very easily be on 3 items any minute now. It's just so, you know, you're not really gonna have a front line at that stage. J4 could just jump on your Varus and kill him instantly at this stage. That's nothing against, you know, that's not Varus' fault. It's just like you just don't have any protection at the moment.
It's just going to happen at one point. Oh wow, they're diving Babs. He's gonna get hooked out of the out of his shroud. So he's gonna kidnap him, but oh, Chain of Corruption followed by the Morgana ultimate's coming through. And yeehaw, Forge God gonna nail the Galio, take him out. Aster's on the other side takes out Probably. And after the Giant's gotta run, he's gotta flash away. Nice fight there from the leftover lads, taking advantage of the overextension from Baby Shark.
They definitely need to get a turret here, get a little bit more of this gold back towards the...
Yeah, they got a little bit back, but it's still less than 5,000 gold.
Yeah. But I mean, did you get the kill? Did you get the kill on Varus, which does help. Another kill, setting it up a little bit more. The colleague up kills.
Yeah, Varus will get that Bork when he recalls. He's gonna start building that Ginsu's Rage Blade. Once you finish that Rage Blade on Varus, it's an enormous spike. Jarvan though, going for the solo, but nope, he's not solo because he's got the Justice Punch, the Demacian right Galio coming in.
And Thresh is here too.
And the Thresh. Over 8. 200 IQ. Synergy with Hamlet. Expect nothing less from those two together.
Yeah, definitely pretty impressed with this Galio so far.
And they're going to go for Roxas now. He's going to hit that Blade Collar and the hook. He's going to flash away, but is the shield enough? No, it is not. Babs, though, he's going in. He's going to flash with the ultimate. Oh, nice jukes, but he's going to not be able to juke every skill shot.
Just too much CC.
Lots of CC. Babs trying to be a hero, but in the end he's a 2-4-0. Nice tries from leftover lads, but not quite as calculated as the Baby Shark jungle mid duo.
Yeah, Baby Shark's definitely doing a great job playing around their win condition. You know, they're just slowly chipping away, building up that goal lead.
Rox is really weak right now. Level 9 on the Ornn, 1 in 5. He's going to be extremely squishy. Rhino's already tearing through him, but once Rhino can get that Infinity Edge, he's going to be just paper.
And you look at it as this 1-3-1 continues, what they send Urgot and Galio to the side lanes. Even if you have the Nocturne there to help assist you, I just don't know if it's enough. I mean, like you put a Kali and Nocturne against, let's say, Urgot. I'm not sure. I think at best you might go 1-for-1 there. He's just so far ahead with that Black Cleaver. So it's a little bit concerning at this stage.
Yeah, is he building Iceborne Gauntlet next too? On that Urgot?
No, that's going to be a Righteous Glory. That's the component into the Glacial Shroud, which is one of the 2 items that built into it.
I always forget about Glacial Shroud. Yep.
And this is a tank J4, by the way. This is not a damage J4. He's got
Yeah,
that Cinderhulk.
he does have the cleaver though, and the Tiamat, so I would not say he's a full tank Jarvan just yet.
Hybrid then. Yeah, there's the black cleaver now. The double black cleaver.
He still will do a substantial amount of damage. And with this, with the black cleaver health on top of Cinderhulk, he's gonna be very tanky unexpectedly.
I'm assuming this is probably gonna be a Titanic Hydra then.
I'd be surprised if that was Titanic Hydra because it's so much extra gold. For like, I don't know, as a jungler, it's not that efficient, but it would be a lot of extra damage for sure. I'm not a huge fan of that purchase though. I know they're looking for some picks in the jungle. They know what their composition's good at. After the giant on the thresh, really looking. He's fishing.
I think right in the next couple of minutes, we're going to see Baby Shark here start to move those pink wards a little bit further up ahead. You know, right now, you've got those 4 pinks in the river. I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing them push into the jungle. You already see 3 pinks sitting on the Galio. I wouldn't be surprised if you see another 1 or 2 picked up here, and they start to move those into the jungle around Baron.
Yeah, and their Baron is not the fastest by any means just yet. Xayah not 2 items yet. They do have black cleavers, but that doesn't help that much. And
I think it's more that they're going to use it to set up a death bush somewhere around the Baron.
yeah, exactly. They're gonna look for baits around it. They can't just ignore the fact that they're sitting here visiting. Yep, here's the death bush. Here's Jarvan coming in. Paranoia. Thresh gonna follow that hook so far to the end of the earth, and Ornn's gonna get taken down immediately. So is Nocturne. The chains and the grinder on Morgana, and oh, this is just an obliteration.
I think they'll go Baron here because that minion wave is so far down. I bet it's probably they'll do the Baron back, grab Mountain Dragon, and then start pushing up mid.
Yeah, they can start. They'll take this Baron for sure. Babs look for hero plays, but he wasn't there at all in that fight. And Xayah still has the Featherstorm available to heal for herself if she needs to. Yeah, things are looking pretty good.
And remember, this is a level, okay, just now 12 Akali, but your Xayah is also level 12 on the other side, so it's like you don't have an XP advantage there either.
Yeah, nowhere has an XP lead on this Leftover Lad squad. They really can't do anything. They haven't been able to do anything at all with their Nocturne Akali picks.
Yeah. I like the Hexdrinker pickup by the Xayah. Just, realizes that they're going to be the ones to focus. A little bit extra protection.
Oh, Overrate's going so ham. The Galio has ulti, so that's why he's going in. Looking for fights non-stop. And the Dragon's going to get contested, but Leftover Lad's going to get destroyed. Once again, 2 members already down. The flash on the after the Giant can take out Otenex. And Overrate's still looking for blood. He uses the combo incorrectly, so he's still he's gonna keep chasing though. He has his skills up in about 3 seconds.
This is a huge minion wave as well. This is gonna be a
yeah, Galio though on the other side. He's looking for Astras. And oh, okay, Morgana gets taken out, but Varus gets out alive.
Then they send 1 person mid here just to help buff up those Barons. They can get 2 inhibs out of this.
Or they're just going to try and end here, you think? Are Baby Shark ballsy enough? I think they might be. Nah, never mind. No balls.
It would be a little bit of a risk.
They can still potentially look and turn. Oh, Forge God coming through. It's going to be a big one. There's 3 knocked up. Featherstorm coming through to peel. Honor Jungle with the stopwatch. Frozen Wrist, but immediately goes down. And here's the Cataclysm, the re-engage. Astros
now they can end. They can end now.
And now this is going to be it. Galio has teleport available. He'll just come back.
Oh, nice hook. Nice hook.
Ooh, yeah, that was a solid.
Max range hook.
Solid hook. Max range. Asterisk in the fountain. Saying it's over. It's over too. 24 minutes. 23 minutes. What a stomp from Baby Shark. With this Galio Jarvan combo.
Yeah, definitely pretty impressed. Good job by Rhino staying alive. He realized, hey, I just need to stay alive. That's all I need to do. Didn't go for the most gold efficient build. Said, I'm just gonna play it safe. Stay alive, do my job. That's exactly what he did. Props to Astros too. Did his best. Did as much damage as he could.
Yeah, this game was definitely not the the bot lane died a couple times, but it was basically mid jungle. Really lost hard. I think that was just overrated and Hamlet doing their thing that they normally do, which is hard carry their team.
Yeah, I mean, you look at when you look at the damage meters. Kali really didn't have that much effect. With that kind of tanky lineup, and Nocturne never really was able to get on anybody and kill anybody. He didn't really reach that late game point where it's just like ult and kill somebody. And so it's tough. When you can't really get ahead. That is the one downside with the Nocturne pick is if you don't get ahead, if you aren't able to one shot, you really don't do anything. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Man, taking a look at the other stream that you were previously on. It's 25 kills to 31 at 40 minutes. This game's getting a little hyphy here.
Yeah, the first game was a bloodbath too. So it's if you like bloodbaths, just go watch that series as well at the end of this because it's pretty interesting.
Sometimes Jay's playing a Vigar in the mid lane. And don't
He
forget
had
about
a-
the Kree stream with the third match.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely pretty impressed with sometimes Jace had a pretty good Annie game. Did pretty well. But yeah, I will say the Syndra doing a great job on that other stream as well, doing a great job of coming back. Had a rough game as LeBlanc, so good to see him bouncing back a little bit there too. We're just getting into game 2 here, getting set up. Let me grab the tournament code here. I can scroll down and find it.
I wonder who won the first game between Vortex and the Sad Boys on the third stream.
Oh yeah.
It's a interesting matchup for sure.
Give me a second here. I'm just grabbing the tournament.
Oh yeah, no problem. Actually, I can just invite you. I'm in the lobby already. That would be easy.
I get distracted by watching the other stream, and I was like, oh wait, I probably should get on this. So I think Baby Shark's pretty same combo. I think would be just fine. They had a pretty good pick ban. Feel like it definitely need to switch up on the other side though. I think maybe find maybe a tankier jungler. I don't know. Maybe something like a Kindred would be okay if you wanted something else. Definitely got to figure something else out.
Yeah, I think I want to see Honor Jungle on more of a early game focus champion, like the Kindred Graves, Olaf, Talia. He's pretty solid at all of those champions. I don't know if he plays Lee Sin or not. He probably plays it, but yeah, something that can contest, overrates pressure in the mid lane, because he's gonna camp mid. He's gonna really try and snowball that really hard.
Yeah, and I feel like if you got to take away the Galio if you're gonna let because otherwise there's just so much tanky lineup, and I mean, oh hang on a second, what's going on here?
Casters are.
I think we're missing one person.
I'm not sure. Well, there's Babs.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. They got 5 on both sides. But we'll see if they change it up. I'd like to see something a little bit different. Like I said, definitely if you have the Morgana, don't need to ban Rakan, so maybe drop the Rakan ban in the favor of Galio. But obviously, you got to switch back to the sides again.
Yeah, could definitely get a different second phase ban.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of really have to. That style of play just didn't seem to be working out too well for them. I think.
Yeah, I'm just watching this Guardians of the Rift versus Cannon Gammon. Wow, 80 carries just fighting for their lives constantly. Ironically, it is a Zaya and Varus again.
Yeah, game one was like it was Zaya, Varus in the bot lane.
Ooh. Guardians of the Rift picking up Elder Dragon. But I'm not gonna commentate anymore. You guys can watch that series. I'm gonna keep on this one. But we can keep both streams open. Check out every game we've got going on tonight.
In fact, just keep both streams open permanently, on your browser. Don't even bother closing your browser. Just, open both streams for the next month or two. Just have both streams up all the time. That's
Yep,
the best way to do it.
until the first week of December, or second week of December. That'd be great. Yep, R. Casters are.
I guess there's probably somebody who's gone to use the bathroom or something.
Yep. There's going to be a side swap, so Leftover Lads choosing blue side in this one.
Yep.
Smart decision, I would say. Blue side's pretty good. Lots of strong picks. Alright, both teams about ready. We are in Champion Select for Game 2. And Leftover Lads got a lot to work on if they want to get that tiebreaker.
There's the Oriana ban expected. Or no, yeah. It's expected.
End of the line.
The Graves taken away here. No big changes so far here. We'll see what the thinking here for the next ban.
I don't expect anything crazy to come out. Maybe on red side now you have to ban out like an Urgot or something, just so you don't have to play versus a bad matchup.
We did see this first change that they banned away the Morgana, even though they played it in game one. So
yeah, interesting.
So they must be thinking about something with like a hard CC comp then. If you're banning away Morgana that early. And the J4. Interesting. So we see two. Yeah, the J4 ban wasn't. That makes a little bit more sense. So definitely a couple new champions slipping through.
They could still play the Camille Galio combo if they wanted to.
I
would have figured the Galio was the bigger problem instead of the Jarman.
Because the Galio is what let the J4 go off. I mean, you can still pair the Galio with something like a Nocturne or something like that. Cyan first pick there, so another big tank. We'll see what we got as another ban here.
Probably taking that Scion into the Urgot. Scion like the best tank in the game, no doubt about it. It's a good matchup too. Into the Urgot, you'll be totally fine. And I've heard the Giant's gonna get his Braum, and Braum is a pick that he gets banned often against him. And wow.
I'm kind of surprised here. You see a Braum on the other team and you pick a Talia, which Braum does counter the Talia wall. So I'm kind of surprised by that. And then again in the Kali, but versus a Galio. I mean, are they going to swap this again? Are you going to send Urgot mid and a Kali top and put a Kali against?
What would be worse, a Kali into Galio or a Kali into Scion? They sound both pretty bad.
Yeah, neither of them are that great, and that's what I don't get. Is like okay, you can pick the Akali, but mid still has counter pick. You just saw him play the Galio to very very strongly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, and you didn't want to match it up. You wanted to lane swap it away, which kind of screwed you because you weren't able to roam mid. I mean, you're forced to fight evenly. So I don't understand picking in the Akali again with Galio still up. It just doesn't. I'm just kind of surprised by that.
I would be very surprised if Camille is not banned.
Sharpening my feathers.
No, the Camille is not banned. So, and a Braum Lucian bot lane. If that Lucian gets locked in, that's pretty scary.
Varus is an option though. I think Varus is really strong right now.
Yeah, I don't get the last ban there with the Zaya. You know they've already got Braum, so you're not having to deal with the Zaya Rakan. The Tristana.
Well,
So hyperscaling.
Zaya still proved to be a really strong AD carry for that for Rhino in that particular game. I can understand why it was banned if there's no other jungle picks. But Tristana's gonna be interesting. Tristana's gonna be like hyper scaling AD carry. It's gonna have some self peel against all those assassins, those bruisers. And Asher's hovering the Callista, but you think he's gonna do it? Oh, he does it! Wow.
So now we're gonna see probably a very tanky jungler, maybe like or tanky support like a Leona, maybe could be a Thresh again, a Taric. Taric works just fine there too.
Yeah, so Taric Callista lane coming through. Callista, I can see why they would think it was good. Like, you know, you have a bunch of tanks that you can dodge. You can dodge Scion Q pretty easily. But Galio is like kind of a nightmare for Callista. I want to see how Asterisk can play in these team fights, because he's gonna have to play him pretty perfectly.
Yeah, I would like to see something with the Camille jungle.
So there's another Galio combo. They banned away the Jarvan, but instead they get the Camille Jarvan, which is debatably even stronger than the Jarvan Camille. We'll be able to just instantly lock down anybody on their team, and this is gonna be a spicy one.
And you know, I look at this and I say, okay, how are you gonna get onto this hyperscaling Tristana? Really, Akali is the only one that can go, and if Akali goes and tries to jump onto the Tristana, you've just got so much protection for her.
You know, yeah, late game is gonna be an interesting question, like almost like a philosophical question about who's stronger late game, because you only have like one real damage threat on your team on the Baby Sharks as Tristana, but on the other side you have Talia, Akali, and Urgot. Kalista won't be that much of a damage threat, but she'll definitely be able to deal with the front line. Camille will be a nightmare for her, but and Tristana, but she can kill the front line pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I am a little bit surprised Braum going with the Ignite. I think Exhaust would be a little bit better just to help protect against that Akali, but I do understand how it would work out. And the one thing you do have to remember is, yeah, these supports, or this bot lane with the Kalista and the Taric, do synergize well together. But if Camille comes down with that Braum and the Tristana, they could quickly get a, you know, Kalista can ult out Taric, and Taric does have the stun, but if they come from two different angles, one of those is going to get through. And they can lock down someone pretty easily with the Camille ult, with the Braum ult, with the Tristana ult. So definitely probably going to see a lot of Camille roams down bot. In the with Talia, I'm not sure where exactly you go. I guess top, try and shut down that Scion, get the Urgot ahead, and stop that Scion from getting too tanky. But really that's all I see. I just feel like mid lane you're not really going to be able to do that much against the Galio.
I agree. And oh man, this game is on the second stream. It's just nuts. But it looks like at 52 minutes there's going to be a GT not canon victory forcing a game 3. So wow, a 52-minute long game. That was crazy.
With 74 kills. Jesus. Should be an interesting game 3 there too as well. And there's two teams that are trying to get themselves out of the bottom of the standings. If one of them can pick up a win, maybe build some momentum, start to climb out, and it's that nobody's out of it yet by far. If either team put together a couple wins, could be in pretty good shape.
That's right. And speaking of these teams, Baby Shark looking for a 3-game win streak after starting off 0-2. It's going to be a big morale boost coming into the second half of the season.
You do have to remember that at this stage of the season, you do have a lot of teams that are experimenting with their rosters, picking up and dropping other players, seeing what works, what doesn't. getting a feel for the meta. So there's a lot of experimentation going on, and you have time to do that. You can figure things out. It's not like it's an insurmountable lead if you fall, lose a couple games. You can still make the playoffs and figure it out.
Yeah, for example, Vortex, they're substituting their jungler out to support Loker, and their new jungler Canthus coming in. So they're trying some new stuff out, seeing how their team works with that dynamic.
Yeah, I think just about every team has made one change or another. I know on Sentinels we've replaced our top and our support. Based on the pickup and drop off that I've seen in our Discord, there are a lot of teams experimenting with new players and new play styles. So
Yeah, even the bad boys, we had to swap one player out for 1 week, unfortunately. But yeah, otherwise we're all pretty stable, so we're good. And that was our only loss too, so that's tragic.
who did you guys lose to?
Sad boys.
Okay. But I mean, no team right now looks unbeatable. You know what I mean? Like you look at the standings. Every team has lost at least 3 games. Not series, but they've lost 3 games.
Just games total. And I think this Vortex versus Sad Boy series. I think Vortex won the first game. But I might be wrong. I didn't get to watch it. But yeah, Ash is on the Callista. I'm excited to see how he can do with this pick because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be in his way.
Very safe bot lane. If you look at the starting items with the Relic Shield and the Doran Shield, so very safe bot side to start out with.
I'm surprised that the Rhino in particular went Doran's Shield, but Bab's gonna just wait for them to walk into him. He's gonna walk out. Justice Punch comes out, and Babs has to flash.
And I would not be surprised now if we see a very early gank from Overrate coming into this mid lane. He's already got good synergy with the jungler, and with that Akali having no flash.
Yeah,
remember, 3/6 Akali is very, kind of pulling a double lift of his own there.
Yeah, essentially.
We shall see here.
I don't think we'll see anything out of the ordinary here in this level 1. But Talia is going to be a stronger early game pick than the Nocturne in the last game. And I want to see what he can do because Camille is going to definitely look for some level 2 strats here. And they're doing this top lane Akali swap once again. They must love this strategy.
But I think it's just he doesn't like the Galio matchup, but it hamstrings you so much.
Yeah, because
he might actually. Ooh, look at this right mid. We're gonna see early ganks from both.
Oh, he's expecting a counter gank. This is brilliant. But wait, he cues the totally wrong way. Misses both of his skills, but Overrate's still in a pretty bad position. Talia will have red buff. Can't get any extra slows off. So in the end, they just walk away. No flash is burned or anything.
Yeah.
And pause coming out. Damn. Nobody likes pauses.
So we do have a Cloud Drake coming up as the first Drake of the game. It looks like Camille's going to have the inside track here on this Scuttle Crab. I feel like Talia's going to have to go blue just to get that, because otherwise she's just going to burn through her remaining mana really quickly. So if Camille can get the Scuttle and then go red, it'd be in pretty good shape and should have a slight lead over this Talia despite having the HP advantage.
Yeah, I think that Overrate will potentially look for a blue invade as well.
I'm not so sure about that because remember he's he is down in HP. He's at about what 2/3 health versus.
Yeah, that's true. No, Bab's looking like he's doing some more laggy stuff.
Yeah, and Talia's better HP position does have the red buff with the electrocute and does have 2 charges left on the refilling potion, whilst Camille only has 1.
That would be risky. You're right.
Be very, very risky, and if you fall behind early to a Talia as Camille, you could be in a very bad shape. So I think better just to take the Scuttle Crab, go up, get your red, be in a nice safe spot, and just say, okay, you know what? Fine, I lost a little bit of HP, but it didn't affect me too much. I'm still on equal footing, and I feel more confident in my laners at the moment. So I feel like that's probably going to be the path here. And then remember, if Camille gets that red and the scuttle, Camille can always transition back down towards the bot side, take the scuttle there, and then look for something on the bot side. Versus with Talia, if he gets the blue, well, where do you go? You know, you might have to. Are you going to double all the way back to do chickens or something? Probably not. So, probably you're probably going to have to say, okay, I'm just going to farm my topside jungle. And giving Camille a double, the double buff with the 2 scuttles is going to get him pretty far ahead. Because remember, mid is pushing in at the moment with this Galio into the Urgot.
You are correct on that one. Pressure is mostly on the side of Baby Shark, but Camille being low, Talia having red buff with more potion charges would not be good if you got behind as Camille. Getting behind as Camille is rough. Camille slightly coin flippy, but once you get Triforce and Sterex, you're good to go. You're strong.
I wonder if we're going to have a fight in the bot side here. If you look on the map, obviously we can't scroll down there, but if you do see, they are very close together, and so I wonder if there's going to be a fight breaking out there at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to hit level 2 just yet. They still have to kill those melees, so I don't think we'll see a level 1 fight just yet. If there was a level 1 fight, the Braum, of course, will win that. Otunex has an exhaust, which is not super strong level 1, but the ignite doing like 70 to 100 true damage level 1.
Yeah, with the
good. With the stun,
Tristana's
slow,
E.
Tristana's E, you're gonna get a lot of damage out.
Yeah. In fact, I think if we go down there right away, we're gonna see that Braum is just cast Q. If you look at Braum's HP or mana bar, it is a little bit low, which makes me think that Braum has just used a Q.
Yeah, how much mana is Q level 1 for Braum? 70?
70, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it might have just been used. I need to get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Right. So we're all just waiting here for the unpause here. So Kali has just reconnected, so hopefully it's back into it very short. We'll see how this game goes, obviously. The thing to remember is that Akali does level only 2 CS as well versus Sion's 5, so Sion probably will hit level 2 as well, and Akali will be shoved in, which will make it a little bit harder for Akali to support if Camille does decide to go in around the blue. Other than that, not too many differences. Do have Aftershock on for the Tark versus Guardian for the Braum. Pretty standard stuff all around. Just a reminder, by the way, both teams do get 15 minutes of pause time here, so we're only about 6 minutes in so far, but they can't get it up and running soon. We will start back up again automatically at 15 minutes. Welcome back. Oh, and Camille is gonna go in. Camille is gonna go in for this blue buff.
Yeah, and the level 1 trade coming through that we expected from the bottom side. The stud's gonna hit. They hit 2 first. Big trade on the O2 next, but actually Astra's getting a nice trade back onto Afro. And once they get some levels in the bottom lane, the Taric will have some good sustain. So not a bad trade overall for the leftover lads.
But the issue is now in this jungle. I mean, the Scion pushed in Akali and so was able to come help, and the Camille did get the Scuttle Crab, so they can pull this up. Ooh,
oh, overraid. A lot of action going on. 2v2. Talia has to flash away from that. Whatever Scion's Q is called, but oh, they both flash away. What? Hamlet was just one auto attack away. I'm very surprised that he flashed away there.
Probably was worried that Urgot's Q was going to be up.
He's a little scared right there. A little scared, Hamlet. But Overate gonna flash over,
nice
dash over the wall, gets that steal, and now he's level 3 to level 2 Talia.
No flash on Talia.
Yeah, just barely can't get in range. But Overate getting the assistance from probably on the Scion, the big beefy tank, hits the knockup on the Q. Doesn't get the shield damage though, but they're gonna get him down. Here comes the cone,
flash, yeah.
And the flash auto from probably takes him out. Well done. But uh-oh, Roxas is here, and Hamlet nowhere to be found just yet. There's no ward taking place either, so it's a 2v2, and Galio is not coming. Oh, there is a ward actually in the tri-bush up there, and they see it, so they're gonna back away.
Look at the CS difference at the jungle. It's 4 CS to 12, so...
Yeah, they're really abusing Talia really hard. And this is like basically the MO of the Baby Sharks right now. Overate just calls to go aggressive, and you just follow him to the death, basically. You follow him to the victory screen, or you follow him to the gray screen.
He's gonna try and get the scuttle in exchange, but this is...
Oh, tragic. Tragic. Missed the cannon. Uh-oh. Here comes Babs, the shield procs, and he still gets taken down. The matchup in the favor of Akali this time around. Solo kill.
Remember, Akali had gotten it back, while Scion hadn't, so... Yeah, now they're just gem the gold from the first blood. Will still be a CS lead, or gold advantage in the top lane for Scion.
Yeah, Spectre's Cowl will give him so much extra sustain.
With those potions. And if you can survive a Scion against an Akali early on, late game, it's just going to be so ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure. Talia's still level 2. It's almost 6 minutes in the game right now. I wonder why she doesn't just do her Raptors right here.
Looking for the blue buff, nothing.
Did I DC? Oh, I'm still here. My bitrate is very low. I just realized. I don't know why. Sorry if the stream's lagging real hard.
Yeah, it is.
Unlucky. I don't know why it's doing that. But O2 next. A little far overextended. Tristana will be able to get the hop, but not going to do it. Ash is doing a really good job of getting that extra trade damage out onto the enemy support. And Honor Jungle, level 3 to level 4 on Camille. Camille has a Tiamat. Camille, so major advantage.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's going to look mid. He's on the way. He's got the hookshot available, gets that stun, and the CC chain's going to come in full force right here. And it's going to be a kill for Overate.
Now they're going to look at it and taking away this red... Man, this Talia is just getting shut down so hard.
Yeah, did Talia never take that red buff earlier?
No, she did. That was her first buff. Are they going to... Oh, wow. Just goodbye.
Oh, he gets hit by the hook shot. She's going to get chunked out, and the Q, T, and that combo comes through. I might be a little bit behind you. Let me try and speed it up.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Speeding upstream. Near lightning speed. Alright, I'm at 729, 730, 30.
Oh, you're ahead of me now.
Oh, you gotta catch up to me now.
What do you? I'm at 742 now. What are you at?
Yeah, me too. Rhino's gonna get hit by the stun. Doesn't matter though. I'm gonna walk away.
So 2 kills and an assist on this Camille is gonna make it very scary.
Oh, probably. Good dodge on the seismic shove from Talia. But Akali ulti's gonna come through. Gonna go for that kill. No ignite just yet. So chance of a kill is kind of low.
Yeah, and the Galio is roaming there. He's gonna go back.
Yeah, and Galio's 6 now, so Hero's entrance is available for anybody that wishes to be saved by the
Camille's gonna look
Demonic guy.
hot.
Yeah, level 6 Camille. This is a really, really easy gank onto Astra's.
But no 6 yet on Braum.
Yeah, but Astra's standing right next to the wall there, gonna make an easy hookshot target, but in the end, he's gonna walk away. He might look for a dragon, but no, he's gonna look for more ganks, more blood.
They're gonna see him now, so Urgot needs to fall back, yeah.
They're gonna use the Hexagon Ultimatum, but not a lot of, yeah, there's no room there for them to actually dive that tower. But oh, the double stun coming out from the bot lane of Leftover Lads, popped up by the Callisto ultimate. But they're not focusing the right targets there. I think Rhino was very vulnerable, and they just didn't hit. Ashes just did not focus Rhino there properly.
Yeah, the Braum shield just blocked it all. But they're going to take away another buff from this Talia.
Yeah, and Talia knows that they're on that side of the map, so she's just going to try and sneak all of those camps. But even then, after the Giants looking for this level 4 Talia as level 6 Braum, I think Braum could solo kill this guy. For sure. He's got the proc, he's going to try to ignite ultimate maybe. No, okay, so he's just going to... Oh, the juke there. Really nicely done. So Honor Jungle trying to stay back in this game. His Raptors, I'm pretty sure these have been up the entire game. Like, I don't know why he hasn't done these Raptors.
Well, he was so far behind. Remember, he didn't have blue, so it takes a lot more time to kill all this.
But I'm pretty sure you can still do the Raptors. And yeah, he's level 6 now, so he's caught up just about. Camille will not be quite 7 yet.
The first time he was level 2 with no blue buff and no mana, so it's really hard to do the Raptors in that scenario.
Okay. That changes things then, yeah, if you had no mana at all.
Because remember, she spent a lot of time fighting around the blue buff and then didn't get it.
Excuse me. But, yeah, we still have not seen that Hero's entrance yet. Plus the ultimatum combo.
1.4, 1.5. Hey, gold at the moment.
Yeah. Let's take a look at these CS numbers right now. Because it's Leftover Lads have the advantage in 2 lanes, bot and mid. Top lane's down just a few. In the jungle though, Honor Jungle is trying to just trying to stay alive in this game right now. She has the Ninja Tabby, which seems like a really reactive purchase. I feel like as Talia, if you're not able to like one-shot people, you're not going to be very effective at all.
Yeah, I agree. The problem is, like, as this goes on longer and longer and longer, this Scion just becomes tankier and tankier and tankier. And again, this T2, we saw this T2 boot rush again.
Yeah, the shield's down on the Braum. This free hitting right now. And here comes the Terror Call too, but is it in time? It is in time.
It is.
And there comes the Ren just missing the kills. And oh, there's a pause?
In combat? That's very strange. That you
Which one of y'all paused that? You heathens. Yeah, the focus there from Leftover Lads was not perfect. But they definitely had the upper hand in that 2v2. Tristana was 1 auto away from dying. The Braum is very close to dying. I don't know if they'll actually be able to pick that kill up at the moment.
I don't think so, because the spears were going on the Tristana and they rented.
Tarek could just like flash under the tower and Callisto can chase with their autos.
If you look, Galio's about ready to do a hero's entrance.
Oh yeah, here he comes. But also Urgot and Talia, they're looking too.
Yeah, but Galio will get there in time, and all he has to do is just save them. He's not going to look.
Is Galio currently pressing R on him?
I think he's just about to start it.
Oh.
If you look at his position, he's in the bush, so they don't have vision of it. So I think he's literally as soon as we get back in the game, I think it'll start to see it cast. So if we do see a dive here by Astrus and Otinix, I think they're going to regret it very quickly because they are taking a lot of minion damage and then the CC chain, I think, and the turret damage. I think if they take a step forward, they will die.
Yeah, Callista has the rend back up, it looks like. So I think I think they will get this Braum kill. But it depends on if Galio can get there in time.
Are you sure she has the run back up?
Yeah, if you press the 4, you can look at her skills and the cooldowns. Oh, you know what? It's just bugged. It's bugged because of the pause.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So I'm seeing like all these summoner spell cooldowns decreasing now. It's like, no, that's not happening. So yeah, Rend might be down.
I'm pretty sure she used it on Tristana. I mean, Tristana almost got a kill off, but...
Yeah, Bab's having some connectivity issues tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just chilling, waiting for him.
The other thing to remember is the Callista ult is down, the Callista flash and heal is down, and the exhaust is down on Tarek. So if this Galio comes in, they're not really going to have a way to get out. And Callista is at about half health, so I'm actually... If Galio is able to get this ult off, I'm going to say that Callista is going to die here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think Tarek's going to get out. Okay, but... So my prediction is we're going to see a Galio ult down the bot lane. Callista will die. Tarek's going to get out okay. They might get Braum, but I don't think so. And then we're going to see a dive in the top lane. That's my prediction for the next couple seconds.
Alright, we'll hold you accountable to that.
Yes, I can actually predict the future, but only for the next 5 seconds.
Is that better or worse than being able to travel back 4 seconds?
I'd say it's better to be able to travel backwards in 4 seconds. Because think about all the things you could dodge and like the mistakes, mistakes that you make and stuff like that, where you're just like, oh shit, I wish I hadn't said that. I mean, you could like try a million different pickup lines on girls and like figure out which ones worked and which ones didn't, and then just go back in time for every time you found one that didn't work. You know what's strange is I can hear them when people are typing.
Yeah, me too.
But I can't see the chat for whatever reason.
Rip. I can see the chat.
But interestingly enough, now I am able to see the scoreboards, which I wasn't able to previously.
Huh.
So a lot of strange spectator bugs right now. So it does look like Camille's going to go warrior here once those components finish. And I'm guessing that's probably going to be a adaptive helm up top for the Scion. Should be pretty good against.
Yeah, 100%. Get that MR. You'll buy that right to Chloe second most likely. Frozen Heart would be pretty good.
So we are only 3 more minutes away from a automatic start.
Yep, that'll be unfortunate for leftover lads. attempting to come back from a 1-0 deficit. Oh, here we go, on pause. So game 2. And oh, misses that Q. And my screen froze for a second, but
yeah, same here.
okay, so we're at 11:50, 51,
Yeah.
1. Okay.
I'm
that's
one
good
sec.
enough.
I'm 1 second ahead of you, but not dressed. So here comes the dive in the top one.
Yeah, Overrate's looking for it. He's got the hook shot. He nails it, but you can't target Akali just yet. But there's the ultimatum. Still can't target her. Still sitting under the tower, perfectly fine. And man, that is nice counterplay.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Just walking around my shroud, living my life. And
Can't be hit by anything.
Yeah, meanwhile on the other side of the map, Babs is dealing a lot of damage, but on the other side of the
Camille
map,
might die here.
we're gonna see a 4-man take on the first tower here for leftover lads. Talia and Urgot roaming down. Talia ulti coming through. Didn't see it on camera though. But first tower of the game going over to Asterisk and the rest of his lads.
Closing that gold lead a little bit.
Oh, Overrate's still here. He gets the flash, and he's super close to killing him. Overrate's gonna suicide for that. What on earth?
Yeah, just not respecting the Akali damage there.
Not respecting the tower right there. That was unfortunate. But oh, Urgot, nice blocking of Galio. But Galio's gonna get some good damage from the Talia. Get that meat grinder coming through. And that's gonna be the kill. Galio gets chomped down by Roxas.
And we're just about even now in gold.
Yeah, even. It was just about 2,000 gold deficit a minute ago, and now after a turret, after a couple of kills, it's looking good now for leftover lads. Looking pretty solid. And Babs are making a roam down to the bottom lane. They're sending Callista up to the top lane. Smart idea after taking down that first tower.
Yep.
So the support is not with him though. So Tarek is going to make a beeline up to up to Asher so he can actually push safely.
I mean, smart play, I think, you know. Oh, are they going to try for a Cloud Dragon here?
They might.
They are. They are going to try for the Cloud Dragon.
Huh.
They see,
yeah, they know the Callista's top, but I guess Overrate's either just calling us to leave it, or they don't even know it's happening just yet.
I don't think there was any vision, so they probably just don't know.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a Cloud Dragon. Bab's gonna get spotted by that pink ward. And comparing the comp that Baby Shark has this game to last game, if they don't get ahead, they're gonna have a lot less damage. And it's gonna be really hard for the Galio and the Scion to actually survive all of these damage threats that leftover lads have.
Yeah, definitely the Akali in much better shape than it was previously, and you don't have that 0-5-1 orange.
Putting Babs back in the mid lane though, smart move now that Urgot will be able to just teleport from a side lane. But no one's actually bottom lane, so I think they're just trying to make a 5-man play, 4-man play somewhere. Camille has the ulti, but Akali with that shroud is just so safe. It's gonna get taunted up, but you can't even see her even after the taunt, and Babs is gonna go in. He's gonna get that extra damage off, but that was interesting looking.
They're just gonna force him off.
The Weaver's wall coming through, gonna block off the Galio. Doesn't really do anything in the grand scheme of things, but here comes the team fight, and here comes the ultimatum followed by the Galio ultimate. And oh, knocks up 4 members, but Camille still goes down. Urgot is doing so much damage to the backline. Ashes is super low, weaving in and out. And Tristana is getting just bursted down by Akali. But Callista gets taken out by the Ignite. Pretty sure that's just a plain old Ignite taking down Ashes. Unlucky for him. So it's a 1 for 1 at the end.
The thing to notice in this team fight is if you watch, Tristana doesn't get in here until after Camille has already died. So that was actually a 4v5 for quite a while.
Yeah, and the Tristana is going to have a real hard time actually dealing DPS. Akali is going to be able to just like, since Tristana has so much, so so much reliability on her right clicks for damage. As we see a fight coming down. Teleport for Galio. Did they change the teleport particle? This patch looks a little different.
Did, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, Tristana very right click reliant, and so Akali with the Shroud is just going to make Tristana's life a nightmare. Tristana can peel with the ultimate and the jump away, but she's not going to be able to actually damage that assassin for 4 or 5 seconds.
And if she doesn't go for the assassin, she has to move up so much because she doesn't have the rapid fire cannon yet, doesn't really have that the range that she gets over time as she levels up, so has to move forward quite a bit in order to do damage.
Yeah, and right now I'm definitely giving the edge in these fights to the leftover lads. Just so much more damage.
It really does take about 3 items for Tristana to come online. Well, Callista can get by with just 1 or 2 items to do damage.
Yeah, and Overrate actually looking for a catch of O2 next. Nobody else is around to help him out, but there's a teleport, and that's gonna be Roxas. So yeah, teleport baited out of that pick, but oh, Babs gonna dodge the hook shot. Playing with fire, look at that burst damage. Oh my lord, Babs is really strong, and she flashes in. A nice flash from Overrate though, followed by the peel from Tristana. So wow, Babs is like incredibly strong in this game. She's like one-shotting Camille.
Well, Camille is, of course, pretty squishy.
Yeah, Camille is squishy. I think he'll have to go for that Sterix gauge before he goes for Triforce. He really just has to absorb as much damage as possible to let that Galio come in and give breathing room for his Tristana to actually hit the back line, or the whoever's in front of him, basically. It's gonna be a tough game right now for Baby Shark to actually pull out.
Yeah, I think Camille, this should be a good flank here if they can catch the Ballista.
Yeah, Galio ult's available in like 2 seconds as well. Tristana's gonna hop in, they're gonna go ham. Ashes just gets immediately blown up, followed by the knockup onto O2 next. He's gonna get stunned up. And Shane,
they can get all 3 kills.
Yeah, double kill for Tristana. It's gonna be a triple kill. It is. That's so huge for the Rhino. And they don't even have to use the hero's entrance, and Baron is not up yet, but they're going to get a mid lane tower at 19 minutes.
Well, Steven still, even if you had, I think I was forced to Blue Flash, Blue still just to get the turret, just get the gold.
Yeah, honor jungle has to force.
It should be a wrap. They're gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna try.
Rift. No, it'll die first. The Rift will die first.
If you deal damage to it, it actually survives until 1955. So. Well,
they better hurry.
Yeah, they're gonna have to hurry with this one. They should be able to grab it. They have a lot of people hitting the eye, so. Can they get it? And they can. They will grab that. But Weaver's wall coming through after the giant.
Blocked by the Braum.
I mean, if he got hit by that seismic shove, it's not worth it though. It's not worth it to actually block the Weaver's wall because he would just die. So sometimes the interaction is there, but it's not the best interaction sometimes.
Yeah, but he had the flash if he needed to get out.
True.
Yeah, so not quite a rapid fire cannon for Triss, but very close.
Yeah, triple kill giving her that Zeal plus the Kirsey's Shard. And that puts him in his game, and Astra's gonna have a little bit of a hard time killing the front line. Going for the Rage Blade, it looks like. Which, super good at killing Baron, by the way. It's, you get 2 Rent stacks every other auto. With you get 2 Rage Blade fully stacked, so pretty crazy.
Looks like they're just going to collapse here quickly. They're going to get this turret. There's no way they interact in time. They'll just trade it for a top turret, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about popping that. Shouldn't have popped it that early. Yeah, you could have gotten the kill for turret first, then popped it.
Yeah, that's going to give all of the pressure, though, for the Baby Shark. They're going to have all of the leftover lads are going to need to recall and defend this tower, but this tower is already gone. They're going to have to worry about the inhibitor tower next. I don't think they'll have a problem defending the inhibitor tower.
They should just back off at this stage. Back off, take the dragon.
Yeah, take the ocean. The ocean's going to give you so much sustain that you need. So solid Herald, even though it's like, you know, kind of awkward timing. Getting 2 towers down, super effective. The expected value on Herald is like 1 tower, so 2 towers, good deal.
Not really sure about that Death Brush. It's not really gonna.
Dragon not even started yet. They're looking, yeah, it's an awkward Death Bush.
Yeah, if that one that they're just now entering would have been a better choice.
Yeah, definitely. That would have been a really crazy fight that could have started. But you can just see the inner workings of this Baby Shark team really just revolve entirely around Overrate. The shot caller, team leader for them. Scion going super far. Actually, he has to cancel that teleport. He thought maybe there would have been a fight to start there, but not quite enough.
I think he was thinking they were on Baron, and so he was teleporting in that way.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it might be right. But here comes Scion. He's going to ulti in. Potentially looking for a fight. He'll have range.
Too far away. Too far away.
Or is he? Just, oh, look at that burst damage, though. Here comes the fight, though. Galio going to hit Roxas, though, with the knockup. There is the Carrick ultimate. I always forget to call. Oh, wow. Look at that Galio ultimate coming through. That's going to be Asher taken down. See how difficult it is for this Calista to actually play these fights. Just so short range. And you have to auto-attack to deal damage. But Galio's taunt range is a little bit farther than that. So you're going to have a bad time if you get ulted by that Camille. And now Baby Shark going for that Baron at 21, 22 minutes. Sorry, 23 minutes. Weaver's Wall going to get blocked by Afro, as is tradition. Are they just going to give it up? I think they have to. No one can get in there. Talia does not have flash. Is too squishy. Is too vulnerable to getting picked off. So Baron buff at 23.5 minutes for the Baby Shark as they look to go for their 3rd straight win.
Who did Baby Shark lose to at the start of the week or start of the season?
They lost to Sad Boys, and I'll have to double check their 2nd loss. But it was a surprising defeat. It was to GT Not Cannon. So it was surprising that they lost to GT Not Cannon, considering that's their only win of the season so far.
And Babs is disconnected again, so we might see a pause here in just a second.
Yeah, they might be out of pause time.
Or out of pauses total.
No, there's not a flat amount. It's just 15 minutes.
Okay, I think they've only got like 30 seconds of pause time left.
Yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate. If they have to use it, they can, but
I think it would just instantly restart as soon as it, because they, you know. Yeah, okay, so they've got 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, they got a little over 2.5. So any amount of time that they need to get their player back in the game is worth it, of course. I'm surprised they didn't pause it sooner. I guess they're just like waiting for a moment where
hoping he was going to come
potentially
back.
Optimizing the amount of time that you have.
We do have a rapid fire cannon. Rapid fire cannon is done, starting the components of IE on the Tristana. Zerker's Griefs, not Berserker's, what do you call that? Item that Camille has, the fist thing.
Sterix Gauge.
Sterix Gauge on Camille is done. Righteous Glory on the Scion. Still no Rage Blade. Rage Blade hasn't quite been completed yet on the Callista.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Estimating by her items, she's relatively close. She's gonna be a couple hundred away. So
yeah.
But is it too late? Because she has to buy QSS, or else you just die to Braum, or you just die to the Galio taunt. It's a little rough.
Yeah, there's not really an ideal build path at the moment. Part of the issue is if you actually look at Akali's CS, she only has about 130 CS right now, and only 2 kills, so she's only at 1 item, so she really isn't able to do that much damage at the moment.
Yeah, actually, she's like
It's kind of,
way behind on gold compared to everybody in the game except for the supports. So like
yeah,
over
I
1,000
mean,
gold behind Galio, 1,000 gold behind the enemy Scion. So a lot of stuff happening. Let's just take a moment and update you guys on the other 2 series that are going on right now. So Guardians of the Rift versus GT Not Canon turning into a very competitive series, but Game 3 looks like Guardians of the Rift are going to have the upper hand. And 22 minutes. Oh, actually, the Baron steal. Wow. GT Not Canon stealing away the Baron. That is massive. I can't believe they actually let that happen. But yeah, pause time about to reach 15 minutes. Check out the other stream as well if you want to watch both those games. The game should be on pause right now.
we're actually past 15 minutes. And now Akali has reconnected.
Okay, so oh wow, it's pretty good timing. And there comes the unpause. Just to get us back on track here, there's a Baron buff on Baby Shark. They've got Galio split pushing in the bottom lane.
And just some very important news to update all you guys. So I took advantage of the pause time and I got myself some chocolate chip cookies, so we're good here.
Oh, dude, nice. Homemade or what?
Of course homemade, man. It's the only way to go.
Hell yeah, brother.
Those that don't know, I'm a pretty good chef.
Oh, you made them yourself, not just mother's cooking.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
We got
here's
initiation in.
the
They
desperate
stopped
fight.
the Trish jump. They stopped the Trish jump. Trish will die. Now
Oh,
we're
wow.
wow.
Yeah, wow, holy
Great
2
job.
kills.
Great job there. Great list all. It's an amazing job there. Excellent job.
Yeah, not buffering the Callista ulti. Blah, can't tripping over my words. The Callista ultimate not being buffered by Tristana, costing his life there. Overate and Hamlet though looking for blood still onto Roxas, but it's going to be a collapse, and Overate has to flash away. Scion gonna walk in there with a cheeky little Scion Q there. I have to look up what Scion Q is called. I always forget. Decimating Smash. That makes sense. I should know that.
Yeah, it's called. It's an annoying ability.
Unstoppable Onslaught. Alright, cool. I will take note of that.
The only now remember, they do still have Baron buff on 3 members, and this bot turret is very low. So. About a 4K gold lead here right now at the moment. So, Rageblade has been completed on Callista, and the Seeker's Arm Guard on the Akali to start the Hourglass.
Yeah, and Akali has to go for that Hourglass. Because there's just so many beefy members in these team fights. And actually, Hamlet's going to take an inhibitor tower by himself, just about. Akali just really doesn't have enough items. Can't really contest this Galio. Galio is going to get caught out though. Has to flash away to dodge the undead
Akali may die here,
charge.
or no, she's got flash.
Yeah, Roxas though pops the barrier, is going to have the ultimate coming up very shortly. Actually, no, he missed it earlier. Sorry about that.
Urgot's gonna. Oh no, saved by the tower.
Wow, nice ultimate coming down from both of these teams. Pretty close fight. But in the end, Rhino is going to get the Goomba Stomp. Onto 1, onto 2. He's going to get the 3rd. Can they give Rhino a pentakill? Probably not. He has flash though. He's looking for it.
I'll get the quad.
No, he's
I
not
don't know
gonna
if they
get
can
it.
get the fence.
Hey, jump into a call. You won't. No balls.
They're just gonna go top here and get this turret here.
They could
Or no,
possibly just
they're-
end the game mid lane as well. You've got 20 seconds on 2 or 3 people. They've got 10 seconds on Tarek.
Oh yeah, they got Akali.
There's just so many tools to shut down this Akali. So many tools to shut down the Callista. It just makes it very difficult for Left of Lad to actually play the game. Even though it looked so good for them about 10 minutes ago, I was saying they had a pretty good shot at this game. The lack of damage, but Rhino picking up a triple kill in a mid lane fight really helped them out. closing out this game.
Pretty good job by Rhino. The impressive series. I think all did his job. One death in each game. You know, did exactly what they needed him to do. Stay back, allow the damage.
Yeah, just shooting out the cannon. Pew pew. Being not being a liability. But I don't expect as much. I think he's solid. He does his job well.
He knows what his role is.
After
And
the
does it.
Giant, you gave him the Braum. He did pretty well for himself. 1-1-11.
I was pretty impressed though with the Tark. I thought the bot lane, even though their records don't reflect it, they played as well as could have been expected. I think.
Yeah, and it was the first game especially was a bit of a stomp. Second game though, Leftover Lads did show that they had some chances to make some moves for themselves, especially. But in the end, it seemed like the Akali just could not get rolling, even with 2 kills. Just didn't have enough gold in her pockets to actually deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's no disrespect. It's not. I mean, it's not like what's up?
I got a survey. Give us feedback. I intend to watch the group stage of Worlds 2018. I strongly agree, right? Thank you for giving me this survey. Have a nice day.
All right.
Okay,
So
here we are.
all in all,
Let's drag somebody up in here for a quick little interview. I'm thinking the Galio Lord himself, Hamlet. Cause we always bring it over. We always bring it over, right?
Yep.
What's going on, Hammy?
Hello.
Yo, your Galio. Clean, spick and span. How do you like the Galio into Akali, I guess in particular? Was that just a planned matchup that you guys had thought about?
Guy is like, I don't know, we do really well with it, and it's also like a super free lane against Akali. I guess that's why they swapped mid and top both times, but it's just not good to have a tank mid unless you have like specifically a counter pick in mind, like a Poppy against an Irelia or something. Otherwise, you just have like no pressure in the 2v2.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like the mid jungle control is just entirely in the Baby Shark's favor. And
yeah.
this is your third series win in a row. How are you guys feeling going into the second half of the season?
We'll probably clean sweep. I don't want to say we were trolling first couple of series, but I think that we tend to have a slow start. Season 4 P Cup, me over at Astros, I think we lost like the first game, and then we like won out the rest of the season. This season it was just to lose the first 2 before we went out.
But what about season 5? Where does that fit in?
We don't talk about season 5.
Yeah. Just you gotta lose like 8 in a row, and then you're good.
It's even seasons over it in Hamlet versus odd seasons.
Even seasons. I dig it. I like it.
They're like the Giants. They can only win the World Series on odd years or whatever.
Yeah. But not this year though. 1, 2, 3, rip the Giants.
But yeah, all in all, I thought I was pretty impressed with the Galio. I felt like you had a really good synergy with like timing your ults and like maximizing the usage of it. You see some people like they ult in way too early and it doesn't really have that effect, but it felt like you had really synergized it to maximize the usage out of it and getting that damage and combo out of it.
Yeah, it's really good because when Overate jumps in, there's actually someone to bail him out.
Yeah. Galio seems like a perfect pick for you guys.
Yeah, he makes a lot of good plays, but it also turns the questionable plays he makes into good.
So let me ask you: do you each control your own champion pools, or do you guys have somebody who like sets it all up and says, "Okay, you're playing these champions this series," or how does that work out for you guys?
I think Overate controls a lot of pick ban, especially bans. In terms of picks, I want to say me, Overate, and Afro kind of talk about what's good, but each person has like the final say on what they're playing. That's something I think we screwed up on the first 2 weeks. We were like, no, this pick's really good, but like we would like force our to carry on the Kaisa or something, and they had no practice, and then we would just get destroyed. So we're like we kind of discuss about what's good, and then whoever's playing the champ has final say on whether they're confident on it.
So I guess one of the other questions is, obviously as we go on the season and we start looking a little bit further into the playoffs, who do you guys feel are the other teams you're going to see down the road? Like, who are you looking at and saying, like, okay, they're about on par with us. Like, we're probably going to see them in the playoffs and, have a good series against. Like, who are you looking forward to playing in the playoffs?
Oh, I have no idea. I have to familiarize myself with the teams. Let me pull up a list, see what's looking good. Probably Sad Boys. I mean, we haven't played them yet. Oh no, we did play them. We lost to them, I think, week 1. That was
Yeah.
pretty close. And I actually think we played pretty well that series. We did some questionable things. Like week 2, I felt like we were kind of just trolling. But week 1, I did feel like we played decent and we just lost. I think we should have won, but I think a rematch would be a really good series.
All right. So looking forward. So you think you guys can beat them? If you guys see them in
Bad
the playoffs?
boys. Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we'll drop a game the rest of the regular season, and I think we won't drop more than 1 game per series in playoffs. Bold prediction.
All right, Sad Boys. Sounds like you boys better start getting that practice in. They're coming for you.
Bad boys are coming for you. Damn, I got something in my throat.
Yeah, but they know what to do if you come for them.
Van Galio, please, so I can play not a tank.
Play a real champion.
Leave my Oriana open.
Hey man, Oriana keeps getting banned, but have you actually played that champion in a while?
In scrims, a couple times. In solo queue, quite a bit. It's honestly like it's probably the safest blind pick. Not gonna say the safest blind pick there is, but it's a really safe blind pick, and it works really well, I think, with our team, which is why people ban it. But I also don't think it's worth banning unless you go the full route and triple ban me. In which case, you're kind of leaving a lot of other good picks open.
Yeah, I felt like the Game 2 adaptation by Leftover Lads to ban Jarvan instead of Galio felt kind of weird. Because they should have probably just banned Galio instead.
Yeah, they banned Jarvan and then leave Camille open. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I really, like, if they were, what they should have done is leave Ori open and try to bait me into it, and then pick a Kali later on. Because, I mean, if they pick a Kali, I'm always going to it's open. Like, it's such a free lane. You like, at all points in the game, you can beat a Kali. So, I think teams need to keep that in mind about, like, what's good into what. Like, I might blind pick Ori, but usually we have priority on mid pick, and I can wait and see. So, I'd like to see teams honestly wait to ban that to second stage, unless they don't, like, really just don't want to play against it.
All right. Well, sounds like we get some pretty good matchups coming up the next week as well. Obviously, a lot of games this week that are happening. I think was it this week we had a couple of games that should have taken place last week, but they're taking place this week instead.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to see a lot of changes in the standings. As a lot of these games come in, so it should be pretty interesting as we go forward. A lot of these teams are going to synergize a little bit more as some of the subs that have been picked up and new players come together. So it's definitely going to be an interesting next couple of weeks. Keep an eye on the games and see what goes on.
Yep, and Baby Shark definitely on the up and up. Thanks, Hamlet, for the interview. Catch you later.
Yep.
And that'll do it for us tonight. But we still got 2 other games going on, boys. 2 games alive. Actually, the Gods of the Rift versus GC Not Canon game is over. But there's still a game going on between Vortex and the Sad Boys.
But we're...
Looks like Sad Boys are pretty sad playing a Moo, and now they're losing that game pretty hard. So check that out on Cree stream. I can link that in the chat. Actually, no, it's in the announcements. You guys got it. Anyways, peace, y'all.